Hi for No Braves. I hope you've had an awesome week at home with your families. I heard a lot of you had a chance to go to class again and you got to see your teachers and you got to see some of your friends. So I hope that was awesome and that you felt connected and back at school. This week, for guidance, we are talking about worries and how sometimes a worry can come into our brain and pack up camp and not leave and makes us question everything else in our life. So, the story that you just read was called Worry Says What? Did you like the book? Me too. It's one of my favorites. Maybe when we go back to school, I can read it again for you. In the story, Worry Says What? The little girl in the story has a worry monster, and he packs up camp in her brain and he doesn't leave. Anytime she's about to do something, he comes up and puts worries in her mind. Like whenever she's about to take a math test, the worry monster says, "You can't do this, you're not good at math." Or when she's playing outside at recess, the worry monster says things to her like, "You don't have any friends," or "They wouldn't play with you." Whenever she's about to go to gymnastics and she wants to try something new that's really hard, the worry monster tells her things that aren't true, like, "You can't do it," or "You're not good enough." And it happens so much that the worry monster makes the girl believe all of these things about herself. Finally, she learns that worry monster is ruining her entire life and that he always makes her feel a lot worse. And she doesn't like to feel that way. So she asked, How can I get rid of you? How are you the boss of me?" And you know what he says back? He says, "You have to stop listening to me." So finally, the girl starts saying, "I'm not going to wait for Worry Monster to talk to me. I'm going to be the boss of him, and I'm going to tell him how I feel." So she wakes up in the morning, and she tells the Worry Monster how her entire day will go. She tells herself that she can do hard things. She tells herself that she has lots of friends who care about her. She tells herself that she can learn something new and perform really well in gymnastics. She tells herself that she's not afraid. And finally, the worry monster realizes that he can't mess with her anymore and that she is the boss of her worries. So, for your activity today, we're going to draw a picture of our own worry monster. So, I drew mine right here, and he's telling me a worry. He told me, "What do you think will happen?" Because he wants me to think something bad will happen. But remember, just like in the story, we have to take control of our worries and we have to tell our worry monster that they're not the boss of us. So I say back to him, "I'm not afraid. I am brave." That way, my worry monster will leave my brain and leave me alone. So once you draw a picture, you can take a picture of it on your phone and then put it on Google Classroom so we can share all of the awesome work we're doing. All right, guys, I hope you have an awesome week, and I'll see you next Friday for another lesson. Bye.